All right, how are you today? This one actually should be probably watched right around bedtime because it may be really good time for you to get some sleep in after this. What we're going to talk about today is a new change in the way that houses are measured. I've got a prop today. This is a laser. This makes me look like I really know what I'm doing. In fact, look at this. Look at that little red dot here. When I go into a house and I start measuring the house with that little red dot, people go crazy. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is go buy a cheap one of these because you will look like the trained professional when you walk into a house at a listing appointment, and instead of just getting right into the meat and bones, you can say, hey, look, I'm going to spend a few minutes taking some measurements to make sure that we have the proper square footage. Now, that doesn't mean you got to measure the house, but it does show them that you're cognizant of the fact that the house may or may not be correct. So, in Las Vegas, we had a big run up in new construction in the early 2000s. And so what happened is that a lot of houses are misreported because guess what the builder did when somebody came in and said, well, I want this house and I want it on this lot. They didn't tell anybody. So there's a new rule. It's called ANSI. Big fancy word, American National Standard Institute, that appraisers now have to measure the house to 1/10 of an inch. So they're going to need a laser. The second thing we now do is we now include the staircase as a part of the floor that it descends from. The third thing, and most importantly on basement type properties where they were told that they bought 4,000 square feet of house, those now, if it's a 2,000 up, 2,000 down, guess what? It's now going to be a 2,000 square foot livable area home with a 2,000 square foot basement. In some areas like San Francisco and Oakland, where there's a lot of hills, a lot of below grade, guess what? That's going to be an issue for people. So my take on this is, guess what? Houses are going to look bigger if they're 2 stories, okay? They're going to be reported bigger. You always want to make sure when you're at the house with the appraiser that he does measure the property, and we have to certify that we're doing it that way. And on basement properties, make sure you're aware when you're conveying to their seller, even though the county may call it 4,000 square feet, that this new rule is really 2,000 and 2,000. Today, hope you enjoyed it, had fun. Ring the bell, subscribe, thumbs up. No, there's no thumb. Remember, like and subscribe if you like what you hear, and ring the bell if you want to get these every week, because we're coming at you with them. Anyhow, hope this is helpful. Ask your questions, put your comments in. We'll try and get to them. We're a resource for you. I want to thank my loan officers who send us business and their realtor business partners. Without you, none of this happens. Appreciate you all.